are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel no winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the road, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back again to another episode of Football Minutes Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media. The debate is on Palmer Madueke and new wonder kid Estevao Williams, who plays where. In today's video, we're gonna look at next season's starting 11. Where does Estevao Williams play? Noni Madueke is competing with Neto on the right-hand side. Neto is very, very versatile. But on the left-hand side, the coach has made it clear that he prefers Jadon Sancho on the left-hand side. Where do we keep Estevao Williams? In the middle or on the right wing? Time will tell. So today's episode is all about where do Chelsea fit the likes of Estevao Williams in their starting 11. And we're going to also look at the main players who are really, we're going to say, our main starting 11 as time goes on. It's still early phases yet, 7 games in the Premier League. Still international break. We'll look forward to see what Chelsea is going to look like when they play Liverpool right after the international break. So don't go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned. We got a lot to go through today's episodes of live stream and also sports talk on this platform. Thomas Tuchel, arguably the main person who will be heading towards getting the job as an English manager. Are you okay with that? If you're English fan watching this, I want to know your thoughts on the incoming manager, which is highly to be Thomas Tuchel. Would you prefer an English manager or would you prefer an outsider? Let me know in the comment section below. As I want you to as the stream goes on. And guys, it's not going away. Hang in there tight. We'll be right back and continue with today's live stream. We'll be right back in a second. welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Clouds Media YouTube channel. And we are lucky to be streaming on two platforms at the same time. Streaming live on X and streaming live on YouTube at the same time. So wherever you find yourself watching us, do not forget to like, subscribe to Blue Clouds Media YouTube channel. We bring you the latest edition of Football Minutes live. Like I said, the channel's name is Football Minutes. But I want to see where Chelsea beats Estevao Williams next season. The young, talented Brazilian will be joining Chelsea next season. Definitely go through preseason and everything. But looking at what Chelsea have now, where does Estevao Williams play? Does it start ahead of Noni Madueke? Should he be in the 10 role, or should Palmer move to the right-hand side to be able to play all these two players at the same time? Or I know maybe Estevao could be coming out from the bench. And even though where does his future lies again in our team. All right, so welcome back again, Stephen G. Good evening, brother.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, good to be back as always, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. It's just too cold down here. It's just 45 degrees. Temperature is very cold, and I don't think we're gonna have many. Maybe 70 degrees. I don't think we're going to have any nice weather until the winter really hits us here. So we're heading towards that season. But, you know, it's always nice to be here discussing football as usual.
Yeah, we always enjoy it. I'm just sorting this out. I'm going to get rid of some of the names in this and then just leave a few of them.
Okay.
And then I'll share the screen from there.
All right, Steven, we got a lot of trouble in our hands. I'll say good trouble looking at next season, what Chelsea is going to look like playing Estevao Williams, playing Noni Madueke on the right-hand side, and playing Cole Palmer also. We know right now the competition between Neto and Madueke is on there. So next season, where should Chelsea put Estevao Williams, and how should Chelsea play them? We know he can be good in the 10 role. He can also be good on the wing. So should Chelsea move Palmer to the right-hand side and keep Williams in the middle, or should Palmer maintain his position as a 10 and keep Williams on the right-hand side?
I think the first question, the main question that needs to be asked, right?
Yeah.
Is how likely is it he comes in the summer? Obviously, Kendry Paez comes in next summer as well with Estevao Williams, and he's immediately starting 11. Because for me, I don't see it. I think they have to. They're still young. They're going to be 18 years old. They have to work their minutes up. They can't be chucked straight into starting 11. I don't know where you stand, but I'd imagine you have a pretty similar view.
I kind of yes, and I kind of no. It's very debatable because looking at the standards of this player and how he's playing in the Brazilian league, I know I'm not comparing the Brazilian league to the English Premier League. No, it's not comparable. But what I'm trying to say is looking at how he plays, alongside the very, very mature players and the way he plays, I feel like he can. He's very, very talented enough. So we have other players there, but I'm not comparing any other player. But Estevao Williams is the guy that I'm talking about. And you and I have seen lots of his gameplay with where his club right now. And it looks like they can just put him in. Like having Messi in I know Messi was not directly coming from Argentina straight to he wasn't directly coming from there straight to Barcelona 11. He worked his way out from the academy, then the first 11, then they put him in. But from what I've seen from this guy, I feel like he's just ready to start playing. And if so,
okay, let me reword the question quickly then, because what I mean more is he going to be a regular starter? Because for me, you're not a regular starter. We don't know how he's going to adapt to the English league. Same with Kendry, as in Kendry Pires. We don't know how either go adapt to the English leagues and stuff like that. So for me, it's not a case of he's not good enough as such. It's a case of there's an adjustment period that they have, right? I think they're quality players. From what I've seen of them, I think they're both quality players. I think we've done some good business. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not automatic come in first team starters for me. And that's more what I mean is that sure they'll get first team games. Yeah. Like they'll get to play with the first team players every now and then, and they'll come off the bench, they'll get minutes with those players. And if we got injuries or suspensions, obviously they'll start games as well. But they're not a week in, week out start for Chelsea Football Club the moment they come into the club, is what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't thinking that Kendrick Pierce is going to be a starter for Chelsea. No, I'm not thinking that way. I know Pierce has to work his way out because I think that the last tournament they had, the Copa America, since then he has dropped down in form in terms of his performance has gone down, drastically, and he has to work his way back again. And it's very, very common with young players. Their performance going down and then picking up again. So with Kendrick Pierce, I understand, but my main objective is on Estevao Williams and how brilliant he is and how talented he is. We saw young Neymar, which I'm not trying to compare him directly to Neymar per se, but if you look at his attribute, the way he's playing, his performance have been there. It's not like he's dropped down and his performance has dropped down and he's trying to pick it up. It's been there. It's just like where he stopped from last season, he's continued this season. I'm not sure if you really agree with me on that.
With Estevao?
Yeah, Estevao William. His performance has been stagnant. It's like where it is and around, I'll say around maybe 75 to 80. It's been there. He's been still playing the same way from last season to this season compared to Kendrick Pierce, who has dropped down. His performance has really dropped down.
I don't think it's like Pius has dropped down as such. I think for me, it's more a case of Copa America wasn't good for Kendry because he got chucked in the deep end, 17 years old. Your goal be our country, starting number 10 in your first major tournament. You're not surrounded by great players, right? You look at the names in that team. Okay, you've got Caicedo in there and stuff like that, right? You've got the odd one or two players. But you're playing number 10 and you've got someone like Enna Valencia in front of you. It doesn't help your cause at all. Right?
He's over 30 years old.
But not even just that, like, you've got some strikers who, no matter what continent they're from, they can be 33, 34, 35 and still put in good performances. But Enna Valencia, do you remember when he was in the Prem? He was very inconsistent then, from what I remember as well.
Was it Crystal Palace? Was it with Crystal Palace?
No, I think he was West Ham, wasn't he?
Valencia,
they had him and Mikel Antonio, I believe, right?
And then Valencia.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't really remember.
I'm double checking it, but I believe they had both Enna Valencia and Antonio. Who did I just say?
Yeah, you said Antonio, him and Antonio. I don't think it was Valencia. Maybe, I don't know. Was it Crystal Palace?
West Ham and Everton.
Everton, yeah. Everton.
He was at West Ham for 3 years, then 1 year with Everton, which I think was a loan. But if we look at his career by club, yeah, this is Enna Valencia, right? He's at Internacional now, which are a Brazilian club, yeah? 58 games, 22 goals. Good return, right? But you've already said about Estevao, Brazilian league, stuff like this, right? It's not the same level.
Yeah.
When he was in Turkey with Fenerbahce before he went to Internacional last year, 59 goals in 116 games. Again, Have to preface it. It's the Turkish league. It's not a very good league. Yeah.
Not
Before that, he
that
was
competitive,
with
not a very good
Tigres
league.
Mexiconi.
Let's make it clear. Is it not a good league or not that competitive compared to the Premier League? The Turkish league is
Not that good /
English
not
league.
competitive. Same thing. You got the same 1 or 2 teams every year. It's like the exact same thing. It's what we say about the French league, right? It's always the same. Do you get what I mean?
It's the same in which way? Is it the same results every season? Like who wins it, who plays second, or is it second,
Near enough.
third,
Yeah,
fourth?
near enough. It's always the same 1 or 2 teams in Turkey. It's always 9 times out of 10 it's got to be PSG in France. Like the standard also isn't that high in Turkey. Like the French league has some good standard teams. It's just PSG have significantly more money so they can dominate.
Would you say the same thing with the Spanish league? Because 9 out of 10 either Real Madrid or Barcelona. Most of the time it's Real Madrid. Would you say the same thing?
As the French league, yeah, where you got typically 2 teams that are just more financial dominance over the rest. I don't think it's bad quality in Spain. I think it's bad quality in Turkey. Don't think it's bad standard in terms of football and the ability in Spain or France. I just think you've got 1 or 2 teams in France and Spain that have that financial superiority where they can flex those muscles more to get those names that make such a big difference, right? When you look at Spain, you got Real Madrid, Barcelona, you got Atletico Madrid, yeah? When you look at the rest of the league, you can go, okay, you might have a Girona from last season, for example, who were sort of pushing for quite a lot of the season. They were really right up there. I think they were first, second, and third for a lot of the year. Big up to JC. But yeah, look, you've just got 2-3 teams in Spain that are financially dominant. Yeah.
Stevie's frozen for a second. I'm sure he'll be back.
What? I didn't freeze.
You were lagging for a little bit. Yeah, it's all right. Go ahead.
That might be on your end because it didn't happen on my end for once, which is a miracle after the last couple of weeks. But yeah, my point is in Turkey, you've got 2 teams and the standard of football isn't very good. France, you've got 1 team that wins it 9 out of 10 times. Then you might have a Monaco, for example, that win it every now and then. Yeah. But the standard of the league overall isn't that bad. Spain, similar thing. You've got 2-3 teams where are almost locked in for your Champions League spots unless something goes horrifically wrong. But the standard of the league isn't that bad.
Very, very funny. All right, Nick, we'll start for you. Don't worry. I'll prefer to play on the right hand side. I'll put Steve in the middle.
I've played like every position you can think of.
I wouldn't lose many of the ball. I'll go on the right hand side. The pressure will be on Steve in the middle.
I've played basically every position on a football pitch you can think of.
I barely play in advanced role. I'm always stuck to right center back and then the right back. That's where I prefer.
My preference was always attack or midfield, but if I was needed defensively, because I was always one of the taller people, I'd slot in at centre back if I needed to. It's not a big deal.
I don't know why I always prefer center back and the right back because I hate conceding goals. I hate my team conceding goals when I'm working so hard up front trying to get goals. Then we're leaking goals. So I always want to be the big guy. I got so much heart that I can't get tired. So what I try to do is be in the defense, block all those, spaces there that can end up. We're gonna end up conceding goals. I block all those spaces, and I end up. If we got better person in that center back row, I move to the right back. That's what I try.
So back when I was younger, probably about 13, roughly. I was playing in a tournament with my school, Goalkeeper gets injured. So we're all discussing who's got to go in goal. He's hurt, right? No one volunteers. I went, all right, I'm one of the tallest. I'll just give it a go because we got to have someone in goal, right?
Yeah.
Because look, someone had to do it. I actually done all right, to be fair. Can't really complain. But yeah, I mean, my point is, look, you say you want us to start, I can start anywhere.
All right. Go, do you want to continue? Want me to go through the comments? I didn't see the comments were coming. I forgot to check in.
No, I'm good.
Go
My thing is, look, compared to the other leagues that we were on about,
yeah,
Turkey doesn't have a good standard despite that. Just quickly, actually, whilst he was on loan at Everton, he played 23 games, 3 goals. At West Ham, he got 68 games, 10 goals. And then earlier in his career, I don't know who the heck these teams are, but at one of them, he played 171 games and got 33 goals. So, but that was my point on Enner Valencia and how, when you look at it, you've got Estevao, who is getting senior games for Brazil, which are a stronger team. That's without saying. That's blatantly obvious. You don't even need to know football to be able to say Brazil are better than Ecuador.
Yeah.
The standard players Estevao has around him when he goes to Brazil helps him as well, as I've already touched on, compared to Kendry Paez. Kendry Paez had a struggle in the Copa Americas because he chucked in at the number 10 role at 17 years old. 17. And he didn't have any sort of star players there to help him. Like, he had Caicedo behind him, but in terms of the wingers and the strikers, he didn't have anything that was really helpful for him. So it made it harder for him to perform because he doesn't have the players around him that can take the pressure off of him, other than maybe a Caicedo or a Hikampi, I think left back, something like that. So for most part, it's pressure for a 17-year-old to be the number 10 with not many players around him that can support him.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, whereas Estevao has that. Playing for Brazil, he has those star players around him.
All right. Thank you very much, Stephen G. I mean, it makes a lot of sense compared to comparing those two leagues, the Brazilian league and the Ecuadorian league. You know, vast difference. I know lots of the Ecuadorians to be running from the league to play in a high, we'll say better league in Brazil. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But guys, if you're watching us live, we're streaming live on two platforms, on X and also on YouTube. So wherever you're watching us from, do not forget to be part of our show. Subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. We're looking into the future. Yes, we're looking into the future between looking at if Estevao Williams join this season. Where does he find himself? Does he be playing the 10 role? Does he play on the wing? Let's say when he is really ready. We have Noni Madueke, who's competing on the right-hand side with Pedro Neto. Who does he compete with? He's not going to get into the starting lineup, like Steven said, right away when he joined. But I'm thinking about when he gets his game time. Now everyone sees Estevao to be ready. Where do Chelsea put this guy? Because Sancho will be there, who's going to sign his contract to be a Chelsea player next season. Noni Madueke, I feel like the pressure is going to be on him. I also feel like his position is not guaranteed. He feels like his position is being threatened, and he's been threatened by this young player. And also Palmer. I know Palmer is going nowhere, but where do we keep Palmer? This young talented player can play in that 10 role and also can play as a winger. Palmer can do the same thing. So when Estevao Williams is ready, how do Chelsea play those two? Palmer and Palmer as a 10 or Estevao Williams as a 10? But thank you very much, guys, for being part of the show today. Let me go through the comments real quick and let me acknowledge our friends and the brothers joining us on the show today. Big up to JC in the building. JC, thank you very much for being here on the show today. JC said hello to yourself, JC, and big up to Stevie himself. Big man like Makeem also. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're doing well too, Makeem. And everyone here, Hope the family is doing wonderful. Cold Insight says the way you pronounce Estevao is marvelous, according to my friend here. Big up to you, Cold Insight. I'm not so sure if it's me or Steven who pronounced it right or wrong, but to one way or the other, you enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. That's what's more. I mean, that's what's important. Nick said, I think me and Steven will will start. That's what we went through it. And I was like, that is very, very funny. Lions killed Cowboys. Yeah, cowgirls, not boys. Yeah, cowgirls. Devante Adams to Jet. Canada vs Panama tonight. Canada, Panama. It will be a tough game for Canada. It will be Panama. Probably I think Canada will go through because Canada has lots of talented players. In my opinion, Canada wins that game. Must said Ecuador star Valencia James a little at Everton too. Scores for Ecuador. Scores for Ecuador. I'm not so sure. What do you mean? Oh, he scores for Ecuador. Yeah, he scores for Ecuador. I get it. I get it now. League One club beats Real Madrid. Everyone fears. Everyone fears Real Madrid, but League One clubs beat them. I mean, once in a while they will beat them, but let's say League One club beat them second time. You're never gonna expect Real Madrid to go down again. 2 times it won't happen. But yeah, they have a little blink. Real Madrid have had a little blink. They're not performing so great as they did 3 seasons ago. Even last season, they were like up and down, up and down. Still, Ancelotti's struggling a little bit. But almighty Real Madrid, when the going becomes tough, they have so much experience to come up with something. But Real Madrid is going to have issues this season. The likes of Vinicius Jr., the likes of Kylian Mbappe. Now Mbappe has also said he's playing too many games. He's going to choose between what important games that he feel like to play, especially to the French national team. Now French national team and Real Madrid they're gonna have their own issue. You can tell us when we can have you, or what we can't. I know the player has the power over here. He can determine where he plays, when he plays, and when he has to play. Manchester is red forever. It says I can start for Chelsea. Well, where do you want to play, my friend? Tell me what exact position you want to play, and I'll put you right there. No problem. We have some injury issues, so I'll put you right there. I'll chuck you through in. I'll find a position for you, my friend.
To be fair, we don't actually have injuries for once. Not many. We got like one.
I was just joking. I was just joking about that. We don't have any
injuries.
If
this was last season, 100%. But this season we don't. So thankfully.
All right, he said he will play as a left wing. Big up to you. But Steven, we're gonna talk about United later on in as the show goes on. But let's see if, like I said, if you have Kendrick Pierce, Estevao Williams, Noni Madueke, Cole Palmer on the pitch, where do we play these players? We're gonna go to the tactical board if Steven is ready for us.
It depends on what formation you want. Do you want it as a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1?
4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1. The formation we're playing now. 4-2-3-1.
I mean, R1 at the moment is kind of a 4-3-3/4-2-3-1. Sort of depends, I guess.
4-2-3-1. Let's go 4-2-3-1.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
4-2-3-1. Not to worry so much about the defense, but the attacking phase, the pivot, those attackers. We know Jackson is going to maintain his position, but I think the most important.
Not necessarily. We don't have Chelsea or go out and get a proven elite striker, so there's no guarantee Jackson's there.
I mean, you could.
What I will say is that if you play Estevao at the 10, then surely Palmer goes to the right. If you play Estevao on the right, then surely Palmer goes as a 10. Because they're two guaranteed names.
I'll bet my dollar on this. If Jackson continue playing the way he's playing, and advancing or breaking his own record in terms of goal scoring last season, whether Premier League or all competition, don't be surprised Chelsea is not going to go in for a striker. Don't be surprised. If Jackson goes above the number of goals he scored last season, which is the 14, and he gets maybe 18 goals this season, and the other attacking players also get double digits numbers, 10, 15, 10, 12, maybe Sancho 12 or 10, and you have Madueke scoring 10. You have Neto putting in 10 goals the whole season. Palmer 14, 15 goals, and Jackson 16, 17 goals. There's no way Chelsea will
Jackson,
go
are
in
you
for his
talking
right.
Premier League only or all
Premier
competitions?
League only. I'm talking about Premier League only. Besides the other games. So if Premier League Jackson records 17, 18, Chelsea will not go in for a striker. Trust me.
I think they will.
Well, let's see how things shape up. Let's go with it. Manchester is red. So who is Estevao? Estevao Williams, a young Brazilian player. I think he'll be 18 this year and will be joining Chelsea next season. So yeah, let me show you a picture of Estevao if you're watching us here. Estevao is the guy on the right hand side. If you are watching, he's the guy in the green. He's young, one of the top talented young Brazilian right now. Yeah, he's making a name for himself in Brazil. It's just like the way Neymar came out in the light
Didn't he
where
break one of
called
Neymar's
Neymar.
records, like the goal involvements or something, in like significantly less games or something?
Yeah, less games, more goals than Neymar. But I think if you look at the way he plays, similar to Neymar, he does all those skills. He can flick the ball, but I think Neymar does a little bit more than him. But he similar the way Neymar plays. He does a lot of this trick and flicks, and then the sambas. We know this Brazilian how they like Ronaldinho. So that's the player. Let me see what JC here. If Steven, you're ready, let me know. Manchester City's
Yeah, have it
says
loaded up.
modern manager uses 4-2-3 one formation according to Manchester City. JC said, and Palmer plays in that pocket on the bit right side of center, Enzo on left. So Steven, take note of that. All right, JC said Palmer, Neto, or Joao Felix in left wing, according to Manchester's Red. Thank you very much for your comment. JC said, to be honest, Estevao Williams comes out and said that he is a winger, so we ruled him out of the midfield. But let's see if he's a winger. But sometimes he found himself playing in the middle. Also, how creative can he be? I don't know. Nicholas Jackson at striking as a striker, Casado and Enzo in the CDM role. And JC said our central CDM will be Casado, Lavia, and Casadai, according to him. I think Chelsea have already signed all best youngest in South America. The other one pairing CDM is usually in inverting fullback. An inverting fullback, according to JC. And Madrid signed all Brazilian attackers coming from Nick. Big up to you, Nick. Brazil, yeah, they've signed. I think Fede Valverde is also Brazilian, right? Brazilian. Valverde is a Brazilian. And
Valverde.
yeah, is this Spanish or Brazilian? I think it's a Brazilian. Valverde is Valverde. Valverde is a Brazilian. Who else? Vinicius Junior
Valverde's
also
Uruguayan.
or Uruguayan. Okay. And who else again? Oh, this guy on the right. He plays on the right hand side of the attack. Another Brazilian. Come on! I forgot his name. Rodrigo. Yeah. Another attacker. So that's what JC was talking about. Brazil. Okay, not Nick was saying that Brazil, Real Madrid have signed all the Brazilian attackers. Manchester United, I forgot Lavia was Chelsea player. Man, how do you forget that?
Because he's been in
And half French, half he says Nick said half French players, French players. Chelsea team looks like what's that? Is it Orel? All right, JC said yes. The ace very very good. Okay, he's a very very good player. Estavio and both can play central. According to JC, Vinny, Rodrigo, Hendrick, another player. I didn't even talk about Hendrick, but yeah, another player that Brazil have in the hands. Hendrick, Vinny Junior, Rodrigo. Yeah, Valverde is Uruguayan. Napoli giving free alcohol to fans. Really? Manchester Israel said Napoli giving free alcohol to players. Thank you for sharing that with us. But Steven, let's go through the tactical body real quick. Let's look at that. Who do you have in post? Dua?
Fans, not players. You said that. You said players. That would be bad. Depends, because for me, there's a couple positions that I'm deciding. It also depends on if we're doing it, if he's in the first team or not. Because if he's in the first team, then Caicedo and Palmer are in as well. If he's in the first team, Fofana and Colwell will be in.
If it's the first team?
Yeah.
Let's work on the first team. First team, not second team. Work on the first team. Chelsea's best 11. If you have, don't worry about Kendrick Pierce. Let's focus on Estavio William.
I didn't say you Paez.
Huh?
Paez isn't there.
No, I'm just saying let's not worry about Pierce. Let's worry about how to fit Estavio Williams in Chelsea best 11.
Put Gusto for now, because we don't know what's got to happen with recent injuries.
Still doubt.
I'll leave the goalkeeper because I think that needs improving. I don't think we'll keep Sanchez if we have another season like we did.
Sanchez for now. Just his best with Estavio right now. With Estavio in the team. Sanchez.
It's what?
Yeah.
No, have you read it?
First chest?
Yeah.
No problem. Go for first chest. I know what you're aiming towards. I'm not gonna say anything, but let's go.
We'll put Cucurella here. He's been doing well this season. Just
Cuckoo. All right, Cucurella.
Oh my God. There we go. We left Sancho.
Sancho, yeah. Nicolas Jackson.
Here, who do we go here next to Caicedo?
Enzo Fernandez, vice captain.
And then you wanted Jackson up top.
Jackson.
You know, just because
Nicolas
why not?
Jackson. All right.
Just because why not?
So you are going for Estavio Williams over Noni Madueke. Why?
I'm not saying straight away. I've already said to start stream. I'm not saying straight away.
I've told you straight away. If Estavio Williams,
straight away, he's not in the first 11. Then, if it's straight away, he's not in the first 11.
Who do you put there? What I'm trying to say is, Steven, Estavio Williams has come in. He has preseason. Everyone has seen the best out of Estavio Williams. He's created so many chances. He's scored 4 preseason goals. Estavio Williams, Nicolas Jackson, and Estavio Williams, Noni Madueke, and Cole Palmer on the right hand side. You have 3 players. Who do you play at that wing position, right wing?
There you go.
With Estavio Williams. He had preseason.
It's in there now.
Estavio had preseason. He scored 4 goals.
I still think even if he moves out in preseason, he's not going to start straight away.
I'm not talking about starting straight away.
They'll build him into it. Huh?
I'm trying to give you players that are ready to start for Chelsea. You have 3 players, three options on the right hand side. Who would you go for? They're all ready. We have one Premier League unproven, and we have one that is Premier League, and two that are Premier League proven. One scored 3 goals during preseason, and one didn't. Or the other, those two didn't score 2 goals or go either. Who would you go for? I'm giving you some few statistics also. 2 Premier League proven, one is not.
What is
but he
in
gave 5
Palmer
goals
and
during preseason.
Madueke and then Neto? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm going. Yeah, Madueke and Neto. Yeah, let's leave the middle for Palmer.
I'd say even if he balls out in preseason, I wouldn't have him straight away in the starting 11 because the Premier League's different and we don't know how he's going to adapt to that. That's my whole thing, is that once he gets into the Premier League 11, this is what I'm saying. Once he breaks into the 11, then he'll be on the right wing once he breaks in. But he won't be there to start the season.
All right, let me make your Chelsea life easy for you. All right, he doesn't start Premier League. After 7 games, he's been coming from the bench. He'll be getting 30 minutes.
No, you're not getting what I'm saying. You can say coming from the bench, he's making an impact. Does he start? Yes. After a set number of times consistently doing it, yes. What I'm saying is, to start the season, he isn't starting. But when he breaks into that 11, where he has impact in games regularly and consistently off the bench and in other competitions, then he starts. Yes, 100%. But for your first 5-6 games, he ain't starting in the Prem unless you've got an injury or suspension. For me, personally. Because I need to see how he's doing adjusting to the league, coming off the bench, getting 20, 30 minutes before I can say, okay, you're ready for a starting 11. Because, bro, we see it all the time. Teams make a judgment call of a player who's not been in English football and they sign someone and they go, you're automatically in my 11. And then we see how much they struggle. Look at Madueke when he first came to Chelsea. He had one or two good games. We thought, okay, this is good. Yeah. But then it dropped off, significantly dropped off, right? Yeah. What I'm saying is that's why you have to increase his role incrementally by giving him increased minutes in the Prem, but giving him, say, the starts in the Carabao Cup, for example, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't just go, we signed you for, I can't even remember the fee now, for Tom Ed, bang, you're in the 11 automatically. Even if he has a good preseason, we can't afford to do that. Because if it backfires, you're starting a guy who's 18 years old, having to sub him off, say, half time, for example, if he's having a really bad performance. And if you have to do that regularly because he's not adjusted, then there's a lot of eyebrows raised and you put even more pressure on the kid. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my thing. So if we're talking when he breaks into the 11, this is what it is. But if we're talking Chelsea as a whole to start the season, I would probably start Neto right wing to start the season. And then you bring Estevao off the bench and increase his role bit by bit until you feel confident in him starting. Which is when you get to this scenario here.
Dixie said Nee has 1 year to raise.
Not Nee.
Right.
Nee, are you playing? Are you a Chelsea player now? You're living in London.
I don't know. Noni Madueke has 1 year to rise and shine. The competition becomes harder next year, but Estevao will have to aim that spot according to.
That's my thing. You can't come in and expect to be starting.
You know what I was thinking? I was looking at the N and the I in front of Noni's name, Noni Madueke's name, and I mentioned my name.
You just autopiloted.
Yeah. Sorry, JC, for putting my name first. I think also he said this over here. See, so I got confused a bit. But instead of looking at what I'm reading, I'm guessing it. Anyway, Noni Madueke. I think you have to change your name to Nee. Then we can get it right. All right, so Noni, you know, sometimes when I watch Noni Madueke, I feel like he feels like there's some pressure on him for him to impress. So he can secure that position for himself. I also feels like he hasn't really nailed down that position yet. So because of that, he's making so many mistakes. I feel like there's pressure on him, and to me, he also feels like there is pressure on himself. That is why he's trying as much as he can to impress, to score goals, and whenever the starting lineup comes up, we know Noni Madueke is going to be on the list. Do you feel the same way, Steven? That there's pressure on that on the player?
Maybe, but then you're at Chelsea, so if you're not expecting pressure, then there's alarm bells ringing in my head. If you don't expect there to be pressure playing for a club as big as Chelsea Football Club, yeah, then you're setting alarm bells off in my head if that's your view as a player joining the club. I don't think
With
that's
that,
what's happened. I think he feels pressure. I think a lot of players feel pressure. I'm not going to say they don't, because in my opinion, you kind of do, because at the end of the day, it's your job. You know you have to perform, otherwise someone's coming for your spot. Especially when with someone like Noni, who's not as versatile as a Cole Palmer, for example, or a Christopher Nkunku, for example, who can play 2, 3, 4 different positions. You literally have that one position which is yours, and you have one person who can play that role in the starting 11. Whereas number 10, in certain systems, you can play 2 number 10s, right? Or if you want to get Nkunku and Palmer in, you know that each of them can essentially play to some sort of level, decent level, across right wing 10, left wing, and false 9. You know, each of them have, well, not necessarily false 9 for Palmer. We've seen that it didn't go well, but for Christopher Nkunku, he can. But both of them can play pretty much all 3 of those positions behind the striker anyway. So they've got more opportunity playing, whereas Madueke, I can't recall ever seeing him play anywhere other than right wing. So he has one spot and he's fighting for that one spot. It's like, the way I'll give you the example is a goalkeeper can only play in goal. Yeah?
Yeah.
So only one place on the team sheet in the starting 11 for a person in that role. Yeah. For Madueke not being as versatile necessarily as a Palmer or an Nkunku, your only role is right wing. Same way you can only have one goalkeeper in the team, you can only have one right wing in the team, one left wing in the team, one right back in the team, one left back in the team. You can have as many centre backs or centre mids as you want. You can have multiple strikers if you want, depending on what formation you're playing. But there's only ever one left wing, right wing, one left back, one right back, one goalkeeper. So if you're not versatile, you're fighting for one spot. And if there's 2 or 3 other players there, you'd be... I don't even know how to explain it, but let's just say that you'd have to be another level to not feel some sort of pressure in that situation. You've got Noni and Neto fighting for that spot at the moment. I think Neto might start after the international break, personally. Neto is another one like Palmer where he can play 2 different positions. He can play either side if we need him to. So if we really wanted to, we could put him on left wing if Sancho gets injured or suspended.
Thank you very much, Stephen G.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
All right. JC said, but friends, so one thing we have to we've seen a supreme confidence from all 3 of the players, Noni Madueke, Estevao, and Palmer. Well, yeah, that makes which is gonna help the team a lot. Confidence is something, but I'm kind of wondering if confidence is affecting Madueke for the past I'll say the last 3 games that we've played. We haven't get the best out of him. I know that's what I'll ask Steven. Is it being pressurized, or does it feel pressure for him to perform, for him to have that consistency each and every day? JC said, how about Kendrick Pierce, Steven? When is he coming? What position does Pierce play? The amount of talent, the talent. Okay, I think Kendrick Pierce plays in the middle. I think he plays as a 10. If from when I watched the Copa America, I saw
he's
most
already
of the time.
played 3 different positions, I think.
during the Copa, they made him play in the 10 position. That's where I've seen some highlights that I've seen.
Yeah,
most of
in the
time.
Copa he played as a 10. But I think he's also played as an 8 on the right wing, I think.
Right wing. Okay, the right wing. Yeah. I thought it was a right back. I was thinking right back. But right wing, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's played right wing and as a number 8 as well, if I'm not mistaken.
And PS, Kendrick PS has JC. I'm answering your question. Kendrick PS has 2 more years. Either I think 1 more year. He's 16, so
he joins when Estevao joins. They both join next summer.
I thought he's 17 years.
He's 17. He's 18 in May.
Oh, okay. So they both joined at the same year. I thought he was a bit younger than Estevao.
I can't remember exactly when Estevao's birthday is, but maybe by a couple months. But they're both 17 and both be 18 by next summer.
Okay, JC said Noni has been growing. Growing in game by game.
He's one, not even a month younger. Estevao's birthday is the end of April, whereas Kendry's, I believe, is like the beginning of May.
Okay.
Yeah, they're literally 5 days difference between them. Wait, that's not right. 7 days difference.
That's okay. I was thinking Estevao was a little bit more. Kendrick Pierce was more younger than Estevao, but it's okay. Good to know.
Yeah, I think he's played a number 8, a 10, and a right wing in terms of Kendrick. So that's where it gets tricky, because how you go get him in, Enzo in, Caicedo in, or Lavia or whatever, and then Estevao, and then Cole Palmer. Because the only way you can really do that is a 4-2-3-1. In which case, if I go here, you'd probably end up having to do what I'm about to make the change of, and you probably have to put Palmer out on the left wing. Not ideal, but can be done.
So you're thinking about players with young players. Maybe in the cup competition, got both players on the pitch.
It's possible. This is what I'm saying, right? This is the beauty of having someone like Palmer, someone like Nkunku, who can play 3 or 4 different positions. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because realistically, Palmer can play left wing. Ideally, you'd have him as a number 10. Paez can play as sort of a number 8 or a right wing. Estevao can play as kind of Paez can play 10, 8, and right wing, from my understanding. Whereas Estevao's right wing.
What's Palmer's favorite foot? Is it right or left? Is it right-footed or left-footed?
Palmer's left-footed.
But I know he can play both, so he's left-footed. Okay. I wouldn't say it would be much better on the left-hand side, because he can when he.
No, I'm saying if you want to get all 3 in, this is the only way you can do it.
Okay.
Unless Estevao or Kendry start playing on the left.
Which Estevao I haven't seen play on the left before. He's always between central and then right.
All 3 have played in a 10. All 3 have played right wing. Paez has also played a number 8.
As smallish
this
as
is what
he
I'm saying. If one of Paez or Estevao starts playing on the left wing, then you could put Palmer in their position and flip them over to the left. For now, I'm going to put this back to Sancho and then put Palmer back in the middle. Sorted.
JC said, if we were to sell one player for 150 million next summer, we can sell even 2 on the right attacking side of the pitch and still have great talent. This is scary level of depth. So, Steven, you remember, this content is not all about, Palmer, but we can put that content in. We can put that, news, that stupid news going around social media. That
Bro,
Manchester.
I said to you yesterday, because I know what you're going to say, yes. The story about oh, Man City might lose De Bruyne to Saudi Arabia. They're interested in Palmer. They think he's ready, all this, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
One, how's Palmer got feel? Because, yes, he came through the City Academy, yeah?
Mhm.
But he wanted to go on loan so he could stay at Man City. Go on loan, come back, earn his place, yeah? They said, no, you stay or you get sold. So he said, okay, I get sold. Chelsea, cool. I want to go Chelsea, yeah? So, one, how would he feel with Man City coming back in for him? Yeah. Because for me, even if it's boyhood club in terms of that's the academy I came through, not boyhood in terms of the club I supported, but in terms of that's the club's academy that I came through. But then they said to me, you can't go on loan. You either stay and get your limited minutes or you get sold. And you decide, I want to leave. Why would I want to go back there? Is number one. And two, enjoy, lads, because he's on what, a 9-year deal? So
Yeah, 9 years.
yeah, just pay up about
Is it
250 million plus a few other players.
2033 or
2033. It's 9 years.
Yeah. It's same with Palmer, right?
what they'll have
I
to
mean,
do,
not
Nick,
Palmer. Same with Nick Jackson.
Jackson, yeah, I think he's 2033 as well, or 2032. I can't remember, but it's like 1 or 2 years difference.
Right. All right, so guys, if you're watching us live, we are just discussing. Sorry, Steven. Sorry for interrupting. I thought you were done.
Yeah. So, A, would he go back there? I don't think he will, even though he came through there, can he? B, if you want him, it ain't gonna be 150 mil. I tell you that now. 9-year deal. The current performances he's putting in, you're talking over 200, maybe over 250 mil. That's no bias. That's just facts. To get, I think it was the second most goal contributions last season. Yeah. Only Harry Kane had better. Yeah. In his first full Premier League season, in a struggling team, no less. Let's remember that. Chelsea were a struggling team. Yeah. To be second most contributions in, I think it was the top 5 leagues or something, only behind Harry Kane. Yeah. On a 9-year deal, he's continued that level of performance and those numbers into this season. Yeah. I don't see anything less than 200 million.
Kim wants to sell Palmer for 1 billion.
That's right, because no one will do it because they'll be done by FFP forever.
Yeah, for a long time. All right, so like I said, if you're watching this live, we are looking into the future. When Chelsea have all these players present, where do we fit Estevao Williams? Where do we fit Kendrick Pierce? Kendrick Pierce is not in the picture, but looking at it, Estevao Williams, to me, is more of a player that it wouldn't take him that long to start playing games for Chelsea. I know I'm not going to say he's going to come to Chelsea and start right away. Yeah, they have to, ease him in. They have to put him in little by little, understand, determine how the English league is all about. So it will take him some time, but it wouldn't be that long of a time. So if you're joining us live on the stream, that is what we are trying to predict. Where do we play Estevao Williams? Where do you play Palmer? Palmer has played the 10, has played on the right wing before. He's very, very versatile. So is this young, talented Brazilian. Very, very versatile. Also, he can play in that 10 role. Also, he can play in that right wing. So looking at it, where how do we fit these players in? And also, Noni Madueke, is he under pressure? JC said in a couple games, you see Noni Madueke is growing and getting better. But I also see otherwise. I felt like Noni Madueke feel there's so much pressure on him, and with the pressure being on him, it's causing him to make some few bad decisions when he get to the final third. And he hasn't his attack, and the power is still there, the confidence is still there. But then certain chances that you feel like if you can score, make good decisions when you get to that position hasn't been there. But big up to Kim So. Kim So, the man in the building, the invisible man, Kim So, with the God of War head, back in the building again. Big up to you, man. Like Kim So. With JC said, "Hey Kim So, Yeah, big up to him, Kim. So, absolutely, this is a relationship between the communication between those two. Palmer is worth 1 billion according to Kim. So, if Chelsea put 1 billion down, the statement they're trying to set is the man is not for sale. So, I don't
Chelsea
know where
won't
you
be
guys
putting money
stand
down.
on it. Palmer is not for sale, and if you're gonna Chelsea's gonna sell Palmer, we need they have to Man City have to put 4 players down. We're gonna take Oscar Bob. We're gonna take who else,
The
Steven? You have 3 players
Oscar
that you
Bob,
put down.
Vardio, Haaland, and I think there was one other. Can't remember who.
Oscar Bob, Vadio, and Haaland, and who
Haaland.
again?
I can't remember. I'll try and find it one
All
sec.
right. Look into that. I think it's in the comment when you find it. Let me know. Kim Sosa Palmer is worth of 300 million minimum according to Palmer. That's more realistic, but 1 billion, no one would do that for 1 billion. J Money, big up to J Money in the building.
Oh, Edison was the other one. Edison was the other one.
Edison, the goalkeeper. Yeah, he'll be moving. He will move
Edison,
to
Vardio,
the South
Oscar Bob, and
League
Haaland.
to take him out. All right, so J Money, big up to you, J Money, and nice to have J Money in the building. J Money, wherever you're watching us from, it's a pleasure to have you on our platform and our community. JC said yes, and same. Some can be said to Estevao Williams. So both are easily at starting bid of more than 100 million. Estevao
Okay, we
Williams,
can't say that about Estevao yet. Let's
and
not
it
mess
can
about.
easily go for over 100 million. Trust me. How much did Real Madrid spend on Hendrick? How much? And Estevao is way better than Hendrick. We'll look into that. J Money said Casado just scored for Italy, Cassidai, sorry, Cassidai just scored for Italy under 21. Yeah, Cassidai. Big up to Kimso said Sion. Big up to you, Kimso, my man himself, the moderator of the year. Yeah, Kimso, the mod of the year is in the building. Big up to everyone joining us here on the show too. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. The show name is Football Menace. We come over here and talk about football each and every day. If you're in English, I'm asking you a question. If you're really in English, the question goes to you. Do you prefer an outsider coming to take over the job, or do you prefer an English manager? I know yet English managers don't have their track record of winning trophies. Want to know where you stand on it? Frank Lampard, will you give a chance to Frank Lampard? Will you give a chance to Eddie Howe? Or will you give a chance to Thomas Frank or Gary Southgate? Not Gary Southgate. What's his name again? Ex Chelsea manager. Can't remember his name. Harry Potter. Yeah, Mr. Potter. Will you give Mr. Potter a chance to take over the English job? If you're English fan, I want to know who is your preferred manager and what should your preferred manager be like. Thomas Tuchel have shows that he can be adaptable. He has 3 different style of playing, which we've seen where he start with the three in the back and also 4 at the back. So I don't know where you guys stand on it. And also, if you guys remember when the takeover was about to happen at Chelsea Football Club, there was one man that some people were saying we should give the jobs to, which is British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe. At this moment, the ambassadorial role at Manchester United, which used to be for Sir Alex Ferguson, they were paying him 10 million a year. That has been taken down. Why? Because Manchester United, according to the British billionaire, Manchester United have to start saving money. So they want to say, Alex Ferguson, thank you very much. You've been there. You've acquired that money for quite a long period of time. It's about time we start saving money. But they forgot how much money they spend on players, some useless players like Anthony, who doesn't do anything. Hoyland for 80 million. Anthony for pretty much about the same price, with 100 or 80 million. And so many players that they've brought in. Manuel Gatti, they don't even play him, but they spend a lot of money on him. And also spend so much money on Delete. How about that one? But the one that have won 3 Champions League for the football club, if I can remember. Alex Ferguson won three of these Champions League, or two, if I can remember, and won multiple Premier League trophy for Manchester United. That ambassadorial, rule has been taken away from him. So Steven has chosen his man and is going for no one else but Thomas Tuchel. So if you're an English fan, let me know what your thoughts are. Jay Money said Palmeiras. Yeah, Palmeiras is a club that Estevao plays for. Palmeiras, the Brazilian football club. Kim So said outsider English manager are crap. According to I'm in the same line with Kim So. I'm going in for. I've said this, and I'm going to say it again. Every football club or every country has its own style of play.
No, he said he's going for an outsider, not an English manager. He's on the opposite side to you. He's on the same side as me.
Outsider. Okay. All right. Kim So is going for an outsider. Outsider. Okay. This is where I stand. And I don't know. Let me know, guys, if I make sense or not.
No.
Why do English fans want to play like the Spaniards? Why do English fans want to play like Brazilians? You like the style of football. It's attractive to your eyes. You're right. You like that. That's why you want to bring those managers in. You've tried Fabio Capera, and it hasn't worked. Why didn't it work? Because of the language barrier. And what I am saying is, don't you think that it's time for English? Because I fall in love with the English game because of the way they play. Steven Gerrard, Paul Scholes, Andy Cole, Paul Inks, all these players, the way they play very direct. It's what made me fall in love with the English game. I did not fall in love with the Spanish game. I did not fall in love with the Italian game. I did not fall in love with the German Bundesliga. Neither did I fall in love with the French game. But I fall in love with the English game because of the style of play. Very direct and striking the ball from every angle. Stephen G, one of my guys that I love. Frank Lampard, Paul Scholes, Andy Cole, Ian Wright. These guys are doing it each and every day. Dennis Beckham, David Beckham. Those wonderful free kick. Wayne Rooney, 16 years old from Everton. Wayne Rooney, powerful strike, bicycle kick against Manchester City. That is what I fall in love with. So I was saying, why can't the English modify the way they play and make it better? Because you guys want to go copy the outsider style of play, which is not the way the English players play from grassroots. If you go to grassroots, they're more direct. They're not playing like the Spaniards. They're not playing like the Brazilians. They're more direct, a little flair, and then boom, that's a goal. The English style of play is not coming from the Spanish Premier League. It's coming from grassroots. So if we want to change the way Frank Lampard was playing, the way Wayne Rooney was playing, the way Giggs was playing, the way all these players are playing, then you have to change grassroots football. Because it's not going to help Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham did not start playing like that. He plays very direct at Real Madrid. Phil Foden, it doesn't work well for him when it comes to the national team. It works well for him when he plays under Pep Guardiola because the style is different. But do all English players play one way, the same way? No, they all play different way. So just like how Chelsea have done right now, the under-21 team are playing the same style as the first 11. So it's easy for transition from the under-21 to the senior level. Very easy that way. So I don't know. This is where I stand. That's the reason why I don't want, expatriate coaches. I want coaches from England. They haven't won trophies, but who has won it? Apart from who? The first time they won the World Cup in 1966 and 1960, either 66. No one else have won anything in England besides the under 17 level and the under 21 level. No one else have won anything. So it's very difficult to criticize English managers for not winning anything. No one has won nothing. Southgate, as high as he could take the team to 2 finals, 1 Euro, and then won the World Cup, which is good achievement. But still, English fans are not satisfied. And also, you have to remember, the only time that the English can be a dominant force in in the world football is winning one trophy. The same thing the French found themselves a couple years They played the Michel Platinis who were creating top players. Still cannot get to that, in that line to win trophies until they won France 1998. Since then, the French have become dominant force in world football. In every competition, you have to mark Germany, France, Brazil, Argentina as one of the favorites, even though they're not playing well, but because of what? The dominant force in world football. Now France have done it. So the only time the English can do it is by winning either Euro, winning. Look at the women too. If you look at the women football, they're now the dominant force in world football in terms of women game because they're able to win the Euro. So when you do that, you transform that kind of fear into any other team you're about to play. The same thing the Brazilians did it. Argentina have done it. Uruguayans have also done it. Uruguay don't have nothing, but when they go into competitions, whoever play the Uruguayans are scared because they know this country have won the World Cup before. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's something that we can all debate and we can all think about it if you're in English. Why do you want a foreign manager? Thomas Tuchel is not a bad manager, but I want to see that beautiful football that I fall in love with, modify it, make it better, and let English football people copy the style of English style of play, and then I'll say look at that style, and then for them to adapt it. But we, as in English fans, are always looking at Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola have destroyed football. I don't like that style of football. I feel like he's scared of attacking. Whenever he feel like he's going to lose the ball, then he plays the ball all the way back. I don't like watching that ball. If you don't like sorry ball and you feel like it's boring, so many passes, it's the same thing you see with Pep Guardiola. He's not doing anything special. He's just keeping the ball. Sometimes it becomes boring. I like direct football. That's how I like my game. I don't like the tiki-taka football without any progression. If you look at the game against, is it Fulham? Manchester City against Fulham, very boring. Fulham, if they have better strikers, they would have won that game like 4-0. Adama Traore, who wasted too many of their chances. Fulham should have beat Manchester City. They should have beaten Manchester City. Kim So says outside English managers are crap. So Jay Money said Viega plays today at center back again. Yeah, he plays I think about four positions. Left back, center back, and then is it center mid, right, Steven?
Defensive.
He plays
mid.
4 different positions, if I can remember.
Defensive.
Jesse said I'm not English. I'm not. He says I'm not England. Team of fun.
Not England team fan, and one manager I don't want at England is Tuchel. Tuchel handles knockout tournaments very well and get England a trophy. So he's not an England fan, and the reason he don't want Tuchel at England is because Tuchel will get England a trophy.
Tuchel can do it. He just like Steven said, he's a tournament manager, and we all know that. But my problem is he wins it for England.
There's no good English managers. You've tried the English manager approach. It's never worked. You know, England have only had 2 foreign managers. Yeah? Sven, R.I.P. And then Fabio Capello. They were the only 2 we ever had. But
foreign managers,
I can't remember Sven, but Fabio Capello never managed in England, that's for sure. Tuchel's actually managed in England. He understands the English way, to an extent. He has his own way, but he also understands the English players. He can speak the language, and he's a winner. So it makes sense in every way possible. There's no point getting an English manager because they're terrible, Every manager England ever had, other than Sven and other than Fabio Capello, has been English. Other than 66, what have England done? Oh, you got to a Nations League semi-final. Oh, you got to a couple Euro semi-finals and finals. You bottled them. Well done, Southgate. Congratulations, you bottled 2 finals. 3 finals. Yeah, 2 finals. You got to a World Cup semi-final. Well done, Southgate. You bottled that one as well. Terrible English managers always bottle it. Let's
You know
try
what's going to
something
help
with
you?
a serial winner, yeah? Because Capello, to my knowledge, wasn't a serial winner. Sven, I can't really remember. I can't comment on that. But, yeah, I'll keep out of that one because I'm not certain. But I know Capello, to my knowledge, wasn't a serial winner. But Tuchel's been in England. He loved England. He'll have a pool of players he can choose from, thousands of players long. Obviously, he won't, yeah, because he'll pick more from your, like, top 40, 50 players, whatever, right? Random number off the top of my head. But the pool there is thousands of players, tens of thousands of players, hundreds of thousands of players, whatever, right? So he also, do you remember with Chelsea, his whole thing was he just wants to coach. What do you get with a national team, Nee? You just got to coach. You don't have to do anything else other than coach and go and watch games for players you want to call up. That's literally all you have to do. Obviously, there'll be element of analysis you have to do, but you do that anyway. So it's like an ideal thing for him, really. You don't need to worry about transfers. You can pick from so many players from all different leagues so long as they're eligible for England. I mean, let's be real, yeah? Some of the players that he wanted at Chelsea are English national players. I think I saw something that he wanted Harry Kane. He wanted Declan Rice. There's two of them straight away. He's managed Harry Kane now. He managed him at Bayern Munich. Harry Kane got asked about that, by the way, and he said that he hasn't been told anything, but he's sure that he will be told. Like, if something happens, he'll be told. But he's not been told anything yet.
With Thomas Tuchel. That's brilliant. That's the second time working with Thomas Tuchel.
Mm-hmm. And he, unlike at Chelsea, he'd have clinical finishes. At Chelsea, he didn't have it.
Yeah.
At England, he'll have it.
Aubameyang has the clinical finish of Aubameyang.
Aubameyang weren't all that for Chelsea, and he only got him because he had him at Dortmund, didn't he? So he wanted him at Chelsea, so they'll happen there.
Aubameyang clinical finisher, but didn't do well under Tuchel. Did not
Aubameyang,
do well.
To be fair, I think Aubameyang's in France now. I think same as Lacazette, I think. And I think both of them, if I'm not mistaken, are doing all right now. But it just didn't work for Aubameyang at Chelsea for whatever reason. But yeah, for me, Tuchel, we've tried the English manager approach. It's not worked. There's no top proven serial winner, elite English manager. Go for a foreign manager. There's 3 foreign managers that I'd take. And as an English person, this is quite weird as 2 of them are German. Because one of them's Jurgen Klopp and the other one is Super Thomas Tuchel. Yeah? The only other person I'd consider, he wouldn't act, surprisingly, I wouldn't put him at the top of my list because I think he's more suited to club management, is Pep Guardiola. And what I will say, England sounded out Guardiola, and England are now talking to Thomas Tuchel, and Tuchel's now the favourite. The clear favourite, apparently. And it seems like it's moving quickly as well, because earlier today it was he's the favourite, England are reached out, and then we heard a bit more, and it seemed like it was progressing really quickly. They're like trying to get it done. I think you'll still have Carsley for the last 2 Nations League games because that's pretty much done at this point. But I think it's more a deal to get, like, because you've also said to Carsley, like, essentially whether he wants the job full-time or not, you're getting the Nations League. They are the games you're getting. So it'd be kind of harsh, despite the results, to go, all right, mate, we don't need you anymore. Do you know what I mean? It would be harsh. He at least deserves to finish out the time they gave him as interim. And then once you get to the serious business of your World Cup qualifiers, in comes Thomas Tuchel.
Brilliant.
Bro,
Kim So said
honestly, I'm
Aubameyang is
buzzing
in
with
Saudi
this news,
Arabia.
by the way. I'm actually buzzing with this news. My actual football association, the English FA, are
Yeah,
actually acting like a
they're
serious
acting the way you
organization for
want.
once.
Right, they're acting the way you want. I'm sure not
Bro, they're
everyone
acting as a serious
is
organization. I
aligned.
never thought I'd see the day.
I don't think everyone is agreeing with you that they want Thomas Tuchel at the football club. So they're acting the way you want them to act, Stephen G.
No.
I think
I'm not talking strictly about Tuchel. I'm saying in the sense that they're getting a proven winner, yeah?
Mhm.
And they're not sticking to this whole, it's got to be English manager. We've only had two foreign managers. Let's stick with the English manager. Because the English manager way has not worked for England. Not for a very, very long time. The only time it really worked, if you want to talk trophies, is 66. Outside of that, you've got a couple of finals which Southgate bottled. You've got a few semi-finals which got bottled. Ironically, I think it was Euro 90. What Euros was it? Euro 96, I think it was. England got to a quarter or semi-final, I think it was. And Southgate slipped and missed a penalty, if I'm not mistaken. So he bottled that. Then he's bottled two finals as a penalty, as a manager. He bottled a World Cup semi-final as a manager. So
Was it
yeah,
as a manager against who? Was he in charge of the English national team?
World Cup
Who was
in Russia,
Sorry,
Croatia.
German national team. He was with Croatia.
No, Southgate. Southgate
Southgate.
bottled the semi-final with England against Croatia. He bottled the two finals against Italy and against Spain in the Euros as well. But the World Cup one he bottled was the semi-final against Croatia. The only one he didn't bottle, it was actually Harry Kane that bottled it by missing a penalty to keep us level, was the France quarter-final game in... Where was that? That was the last World Cup, wasn't it? In
So
Qatar or
are you also
whatever.
saying he bottled it against France in the Euro finals? Or is it Saka?
No, that was the World Cup quarters, I think. No, that one he didn't.
Oh, no. That was the Euro finals.
That wasn't the Euro final. The Euro final was Italy. We lost from penalties.
No, against Italy. Against Italy.
Yeah, he fumbled that.
Was it Southgate or was it the players?
Southgate and the officials, because Italy should have had a red card. And then you're bringing on players like 2 minutes from the end to then have pretty much their first touch be a penalty, which is always such a dumb thing to do, man. You never do that. You never do that. If you're bringing a player on, yeah, and essentially their first touch is a penalty, you're in trouble. Big, big trouble. And this one, you want to be in trouble because you chose that decision.
JC said that, Stephen, do you see the irony over here? England turning to Germany to get trophies over here.
I see the irony. But at the same time, at this point, look, it's Tuchel, man. I don't care. I really don't care anymore. Just give me Thomas Tuchel in, and we might win something in my lifetime.
All right, information.
I just want to see one English trophy in my lifetime. That's all I ask. Is that too much else? And I'm not talking boring little Nations League BS. I'm talking a World Cup or Euros, ideally World Cup. I want to see something like that in my lifetime. And if we keep going English managers, I'm never getting that chance.
All right, JC said Hansi Flick. What about Hansi Flick, JC? JC said the song is
I'm just seeing the one you've got up there from J Money about Jorgensen's come off at half-time after a collision.
Oh, yeah. I was about to put it on. I keep working my way down. Philip Jorgensen has just come off of the halftime for Denmark under 21s after a collision. Let me see if I can get an image of it. JC said the song is corrupted. It's coming home. It's actually German and Germany help. So I can take that now. It's coming home. It's coming home. What's the song itself? No.
You're thinking of a different song.
Yeah, different song. Not this one. It's coming home, coming. Not that one. Uh, they, they've been singing that song every competition. England fans think they can win it. Stevie, can you help me? You don't want to sing it.
I'm not singing.
You're not gonna sing it. All right, give me
No.
the words. I can sing.
It's literally just. I'll find the version. I'll find the actual
What's
song
the
later.
reading? If I get the reading, I'll sing it over here. Because they sing this song
No, you are
during
thinking of. Oh, who's that song you are thinking of by? Might be Rihanna.
Rihanna.
That might be the one that you're thinking of. I think it's by her.
Oh, I don't know. There's one they've been singing in England every competition. Like the England.
Oh
The
no, it
English
might be Skylar Grey that you were thinking of with the song you were doing. No, there's an England one.
JC said this song is the reason why England jinx all finals. It gives a kick to every European opponent to get at England. I'm telling you,
If
it's
our
one of the
manager was
reasons.
half decent, yeah. Nee,
It'll
if our
tell you
manager
it's
was
not
half
going to
decent, we
England.
have 2 European titles right now.
It will tell you that you know what, for England to win it, it's not going to happen. That's what it means. Whenever you're singing that song, is it going to England? Is it going? Is it going? And go sing. I saw that when the English, I think the girls played the finals when they won it against Germany. Is it going to England? Is it going? Is it coming? Then I was like, come on, English fans, tone down.
Bro, when
Maybe.
England women won that Euros final, like people got like because that was when women's football really picked up over here. Like I've been following it for a fair bit before that point, for reasons that relate to people that I know and stuff. But that was the main reason I'd started watching it a long time ago. But that Euros really got everyone behind it because what people were doing was like you'd get people that are going, oh, I'm not watching, like it's the women's team, whatever. And then as the tournament went on, England get to the quarterfinals, they get to the semi-finals, England are in the final, everyone's watching. And then women's football just amplified from there in England. And that's why you get teams like Arsenal and stuff like that selling out their men's team stadium now. Because how much the game's grown, it allows them to sell out the men's stadiums.
All right, so we have an intruder here. We have a Chelsea
Musketeer. You know who it is.
I know, Chelsea Musketeer in the building. Big up to him.
What's the camera flicking for?
What camera?
It's up, Nee. It's up, Steve.
Big up to you. Can you
Right.
sing that song for me before we? All right, let me
please
welcome
don't.
you first. Big up to you, Chelsea Musketeer, Chelsea Dan himself, the man in the building. Dan, how are you and how's everyone doing at home, brother?
We're all right. The family all right. All good. Just looking forward to our dinner to turning up. So looking forward to that coming.
Yeah, can you help me out here? I'm trying to remember and sing.
It's called
a
Free
little bit
Lions, Nee.
of that.
It's called
Three
Free
Lions
Lions.
song. Yeah, that is coming home song. Can you
Yeah,
help
no,
me
that's
out?
what the thing is. It's called Free Lions.
The
Free Lions.
the shit lions on the shirt. Yeah.
No, the It's Coming Home one. It's called Free Lions.
Oh, it's coming home. It's coming
It's
home. It's
home.
coming.
Yeah.
Football's coming home.
Yeah, that is the song. That is the song, JC.
Just amazing. Never stop me gleaming. Yeah, man. I don't know why we got that, man. It's jinx. Let's turn that off.
JC have really said it. You have to know. I think you have to stop singing that song until you win it. Because anytime I
It's
heard that
never
song
gonna stop.
1,000 times against when you guys are playing the Spanish and they said it's not going to England. So everyone used
Oh,
that.
do you know what, Nee? This is what I love about.
Christmas song against England.
This is what I love about, right? About It's Coming Home, right? We played Italy in the final. And what did Italy go and do after when they won it? We like singing in Italian. It's coming home to Italy. It's coming, and I tell you,
Wasn't it
they need to
Bellucci
change
who
that
should
song.
have been sent off? And then he went to the camera and said, "It's coming Rome." Mate, you shouldn't even been on the pitch. What he done by pulling, I think it was Saka's shirt by the neck, yeah, is even a penalty / flag in American football, which is a foul, yeah? Bro, if that's a foul in American football where you can smack the out of each other, yeah? How is it not a red card in football? Because you're pulling someone's shirt by the throat, which is then choking somebody. And he got away with it.
You know what I think? I think that everyone used that music or that song as a motivational music to fight the English. That it's never going to go to England. That's how I feel. Every day it happens. Either it's going to England, they say it's going to Rome, it's going to Spain, it's going to Spain. Because I was watching those World Cup diary from Sky Sports during the World Cup, and they sing the song for themselves, but they pick up certain words out of the main "Is Coming Home" song, and they put their words there, and it suits them. So I don't know. It's a good song, but I don't think that the English fans have to sing it because it jinxes them, just like JC said. Done.
Oh, by the way, you know I sent you that Matt Law article, the interview with Stuart and Winstanley.
Yeah.
There's also a part 2 that's just come out, which I'll send you in a minute.
Okay.
But
Danny,
I'm presuming this one's long as well. But they asked him about Cole Palmer and like he's a nominee for the Ballon d'Or. Could he one day be the best player in the world or whatever? And Winstanley said, no doubt he can, no doubt. But they also said, I think it was Lawrence Stewart said, like, Palmer's value's like really high now. Like, if you put him in the market now, the market is just insane what you'd have to pay, basically.
JC said that because opponents want to prove a point that football is now bigger than they expect. So, it's not all about English, but also I feel like the opponents see how desperate England are, and they use that upon themselves. Like, okay, England is desperate for a trophy. It's not going to happen. Whatever we do to prevent England from winning the trophy, we're going to do it. If you guys allow teams like Finland, teams like Ghana, with all due respect, to come to Wembley and pick a draw or even win a game against England, then there's a lot need to be done there.
Yeah, but look,
Do you know
the managers for those games.
Do you know the other England song?
What is it?
There's 2 in it. There's Vindaloo and then there's
Oh, not Vindaloo.
Where it comes from, please put the kettle on. Dun 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 dun. Vindaloo, na na, Vindaloo, na na. That one. Vindaloo, na na. Yeah, that's another England song.
I'm gonna pay a recording studio.
Guys, can I just jump in quick?
Yeah, go for it.
The Times are reporting Tuchel has agreed to be the next England manager.
Yeah, I know that. That's what I'm happy about.
No, it hadn't been put out yet.
agreed.
It was just that they're talking. Now it's agreed that it happened.
Yeah, it's good because he's rejected Man United.
But he was never going United anyway. But this is even better because now United fans can't talk about BS rumours about him going to United. It's a win-win. My country get a good manager for once, and it stops United talking rubbish.
Tuchel has agreed to become the new England manager according to the Times. Yeah, it's out. Yeah.
CD, yeah, my brother. What?
Yeah.
Unveiling expected.
If Thomas Tuchel comes to England, be the best thing that's ever happened to England because the situation this year we know he's a great manager. He can win cups. He's won Champions Leagues. He's won stuff at Bayern Munich, right? He's won stuff at Chelsea, right?
Stuff at PSG.
Yes, and then he's stuff at PSG. And the thing, if then I'm happy about because with what these Man United fans are talking about for the last couple of 4 days now, yeah. Oh, Thomas Tuchel agreed to sign for England. He's agreed to sign for Man United. And I say, he's going to England. He's going to England. And all them look like saying, oh, we're getting Thomas T. It's going to be both once Ten Hag gets sacked. But then I'm thinking to myself, where's the story about Ten Hag getting sacked and you're getting Thomas Tuchel? There's a statement afterwards, yeah, when all these lot were cheering, all like Ten Hag, Thomas Tuchel's coming Man United. 2 minutes down the line, yesterday, the day before, I was watching this Man United, yeah, and they were going off it. Yeah, this Man United for the club is useless. How the heck, yeah? And because Thomas T rejected Man United not to take the job and he wants the England job, right? They're literally was going off on one. Oh, we don't want that crap manager anyway. He don't win nothing. He only got lucky to win the Champions League with Chelsea Football Club. And I was thinking to myself, Neil, you lot are waffling. You talk about Sancho at Chelsea. Ten Hag didn't know how to train, like how to play Sancho in his position, how to work the system with him. And he's at Chelsea. He's doing a better job when he was at Dortmund. And you just ruin players. And then now you're talking about you wanted Thomas Tuchel. Now you're saying he's shit. It was just lucky. No, he weren't lucky at Chelsea for a start. He if it weren't for him, got the fans like when in COVID times and all the arguments and making the players necessary to be happy and cheered and get us the Super Club World Cup Champions League. That we won it by far, fair. We won it. We smoked it. We deserve to win all them cups. Man, you're coming out like you wanted Thomas Tuchel. You're so happy, and now because he's rejected your club, you're all like getting all salty. Oh, he's a shit manager anyway. I don't want him at the club. Like whatever, man. If Thomas Tuchel came to Man United, mate, he'll make your players look like ball out, make your players look good. I'm so glad that the situation this year, if it happens, I hope Thomas Tuchel does come to us and at least we got a good class manager. But the situation, I see where JC's coming from about the especially or German. The thing with German managers here, why we didn't have him as England managers in the provoke of the time, is because of the war and there was agreement between these Germans never have anything with the England international. But that's old fashioned now. We're moved on from that. This is like when you had the two Germans, you had the Western Germany and then you had the Eastern Germany. Remember that, Nee?
Yeah, Western
Yeah.
East
Like
Germany.
there was two.
Germany.
There was two Germany football clubs, weren't there, in the international, right? And now there's only one.
I think West Germany won more of the World Cup.
Yeah.
West
West Germany won the World Cup, yeah. So that's why the situation. That's why we never got the. Why we never had no other German managers. But now this is a new generation. New. Cheers, mate. Yeah, sorry, it's outside the door. I've got my foods here. But yeah, so basically, yeah, it's a new generation. So why should we not have German managers coming to England? And at the end of the day, Thomas Tuchel is a world-class manager, and there'd be much. I think there'd be much better success that he'd come to England because we might win a World Cup with him, might win the Euros with him. But you never know, Nee. You never know what happens. It's a fish round the corner. You know what people say. It's built in Rome in the day. You never know what's round the corner.
JC said it means that England fans eventually went to Germany to win something. If you guys win something from a German manager. Breaking news from Jake Money said Thomas Tuchel will be the new England manager after reaching an agreement. A report from Times reporting that JC said I will take Tuchel at England if that means United doesn't get him. Funny, right?
One of my
All right.
friends has just messaged. It's a Chelsea fan, says, I can love Thomas Tuchel again.
I mean, you know what's going to help the English team too? Because when you're playing, it means that you're going to have almost about 25 million Chelsea fans that will support Thomas Tuchel. Not just supporting England, they're supporting Tuchel as a manager and also England as a whole. So you bring back the support because this is the manager that they already know. The Chelsea fans knows him, they love him, and a lot of Chelsea fans did not like the way he was being sacked from Chelsea. So there's still love there. There's still some good relationship with
Did you notice,
Chelsea
Jones?
and the manager himself.
I just saw someone say this will fail and England will continue to fail until they realise the national team doesn't need a coach, it needs a man manager. The first comment that someone replied to that tweet was, just like Southgate, oh, wait. Because like people were saying Southgate's like a man manager. So person went, just like Southgate, wait, that failed miserably.
But
It's true.
Looking back, Dan, Stephen too will get into it. Stephen, looking
Mhm.
down, looking at what has England failed to get to that pinnacle in terms of winning trophy. Do you think that they never get the balance right on the pitch? In your opinion, and I know you were there, 2 finals, World Cup, and then Euro under Southgate. But what has
2
really
Euros
caused?
finals, 1 World Cup semi-final.
Yeah, what has really stopped England from winning it? Looking at the looking at it tactically, not man management, individual manager, but looking on the pitch under Lampard and the Steven Gerrard era, and then now, is it the talent that you guys can't get the balance right, or is it the media that makes things so difficult for managers to win it?
The media don't help. The pressure the media put on them don't help. But also, you know what would be nice? Can the English media stop freaking leaking the lineups 2 days before the flipping matches get played? Can we stop that? Like, please. Because you've been doing that for like 8 or 10 years now.
That the
And it
lineup
doesn't
make it.
help. Because the opposition see it and they go, okay, that's fine.
I mean,
That's one of my issues, is that
the
the
lineup
media
make it.
put pressure on the team and on the manager, like a significant amount to actually succeed. And then they go out and put the team lineup out 2-3 days before a game so the opposition can see it. It gives the opposition an advantage because then they can go, okay, this is how we'll set up to stop this player, this player, this player, this player, because you obviously do your analysis. And they'll know how to work on each player and they'll just go, okay, easy. Okay, it doesn't always work that way. But
Everyone does that.
against the best teams, against the best teams, against the best teams, if they know who you're starting 2 days out from a game, you're in big trouble. Very big trouble. And the media should be supporting the team rather than piling on stupid pressure and expectations and hindering them by leaking out all this information.
What do you think, Dan?
I agree. I agree. What the situation with England with it is things. They're like cheap managers. They come in like the race slip. As these owners in English international, they've never ever paid a high wage on any certain good managers in England. The only most time we had a good pay stick wise when we had Eric Sven, the Swedish manager. God bless his soul, rest in peace, because he died of And I've always liked that manager because the way he put his heart to England as a manager, and running stuff when he was with having like Daniel Sturridge, Michael Owens, where he trained for Michael Owens, all that. He was a good manager. But the day one since we've had these English managers, we've seemed to not prioritise big steps of good managers was out there. And there's only a few out there now. But if it's just a case of the England international one will start winning cups, yeah, because like you say, we haven't won the World Cup since 1966, right? And all these news agents, all these journalists comes out, oh, England this, England that, England this. Sometimes you can't believe them because we've got a world class talent team out there. You can't say this team what we've got now can't not go and win a European Cup. It depends on the manager's systems. Like Gareth Southgate, he was not good enough. This Castle who we got now, he's not good enough. So you need to bring in a proper manager and pay the rate. Who cares how much you spend on the weekly wages to him? Pay it, because you did it before with Sven Goris Eriksson, right?
And
You've done it with the Italian manager before.
Fabio
There's two
Capello.
managers that we had, but they need to bring someone who's got the right skills, the project of the England international, and like train with the players. Like Thomas Tuchel's played half of these players. He knows the system. He knows the place. He knows Reece James. He knows like some of these players who's at Chelsea, right from Chelsea to England. And then the situation this year it depends what are they going to bring into the England Football Club because it's up to these owners what they want to do. Are they going to? Because we don't know if they bring a German. You know what I mean? We don't know because it's like that. We all say that England and Germany, yeah, it's still going on from like the decades, years. Oh, we should have a German in because what happened in back in the. This is we move forward now. This is the new generation. What we've got, like it's a new generation. You know what I mean, Nee? It's like
Yeah.
has to be there has to be a psycho knowledge of these owners now, and say to themselves, get Thomas Tuchel in, let him do his work at England, and see how far he gets. And if he doesn't still improve in the World Cup or the Euros with Thomas Tuchel, then you find another solution. But I think it will work. I think Thomas Tuchel is the criteria to work with England Football Club. He knows Harry Kane. He's worked out Harry Kane at Bayern Munich. He
He
knows Jude
wanted Declan
Bellingham.
Rice at Chelsea.
What's that?
He wanted Declan Rice at Chelsea, apparently.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did want Declan Rice at Chelsea.
He wanted
Yeah,
Kane as well, to be fair, to my
yeah, he
knowledge.
did.
And then he worked with Kane anyway.
He's worked with Jude Bellingham. He's worked with a few players in the English football club.
Do you know what, though? The interesting thing for me is we know that he can play a 4 at the back. He done that at Bayern. We know he can play a 3 at the back. He done it with Chelsea. The interesting thing is going to be what way does he go with England? Does he change it up? Some teams it's a 4, some teams it's a 3. Or does he go for one specific system of a back 4 or a back 3? That's the interesting thing for me.
I think we'll go.
It depends on how
That's
the
a good.
players.
I
That's a
think the
good
bigger
point.
teams you have to go a 3. I think that's what end up happening.
There's some players
No,
they hasn't seen.
bigger teams probably go 4, and then smaller teams go 3 because you use your wing backs to attack in the system and be really aggressive.
Right. All right. JC said to Steven, but the fans also do pile the pressure as well. Remember, it's coming home and all those songs coming from the fans.
Yeah, fans
And
power under pressure, but then the media's always doing a lot worse. Obviously, one of the main things for me is that the players don't have to see what the fans are saying because the fans say it on social media and stuff. The players don't have to check social media. Yeah. Whereas the media have direct access to the players, which, okay, that's all well and good. They have to be able to do their job. But at the same time, when you're getting them constantly asking players about, do you think you can win the first trophy for England since '66? Is this the best team England's ever had? Discuss all this sort of stuff, not necessarily to discuss one to the players, but in terms of in general, because the players have got to see that. You think the players don't see the news headlines and their like friends, family, their agents and stuff don't see that? Of course they do. Whereas on social media, they don't have to see it. They can literally get someone to run their socials so they don't have to see the social stuff. A lot of the players do that. They have people, maybe even their agents or representatives, that are actually not just their representatives, but also get paid to control those social media accounts for those players. And a lot of the stuff you see on Twitter, and not many players off the top of my head anymore have Twitter, they have Instagram. And you don't really get that stuff on Instagram.
100%.
all right,
So they can avoid it from the fans. They can't avoid it from the press.
Right. I think we've covered a whole lot in about an hour 48 minutes. Danny boy, what do you got? What are you up to from here? Oh, Danny. What's that? Some yummy food over there. I can see you're very, very busy.
You're muted, brother.
You're mute. Let me unmute him. I can't do it. Thank,
Donny
yeah. Wipe your mouth before you come back.
meat. Now, Donny meat, chicken tikka meat with cheese and chips and onion rings with chili sauce. Everything chili.
Good for you.
Nice.
Little spicy, isn't it?
Love spice.
Americans don't eat spicy, so if we come over here, Americans don't like spicy at all. They like sweet stuff, and I'm against that. Everything has to be sweet. They can make a whole
Dan,
nice chicken and then put sugar glazes all over it. I'm like, what the hell is this? I won't
America
eat that
from
crap.
America. Dan,
No.
Chile like England's left back. If a certain Chile can stay fit.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, yeah, I mean, what? No, it looks
Do
like
you
it's
know
not
what?
going to
If
make
I'll
you
tell you,
go.
I went to
Fit,
when I was in
starting
America.
right
Yeah,
back.
when I went to America, right?
What were you talking about? Food? Or were we
I was
talking about?
I went to this place. I went to this place, Whitney, in America. Went to this restaurant, right? And I asked for chili sauce, and they said we don't do chili, but we do. We have got some in the club because we don't really dish it out because us Americans are a bit of wuss when it comes to chili. And I said, what do you mean? It's too hot. It's too hot for us out here. I said, what is it? I said, no, it's lovely. I said to
Let me
him,
Dan. Let me ask JC something real quick. JC, what's the location? JC say he has -1 degree tonight. That's his freezing point. Freezing. 1 degree. Oh, Celsius. Celsius. Okay, not Fahrenheit. Okay, we deal with Fahrenheit. So, Steven, what's 1 degree like? I wouldn't
In
use
Celsius,
Celsius.
very cold. Very, very, very,
Very
very,
cold.
very cold.
Because we have 47 degrees Fahrenheit right now. 47, and it's still
What
chilly.
did you say?
It's not
47 Fahrenheit.
47. Yeah. Okay. That was no. JC,
That's
that's
about
not.
8 degrees Celsius.
Uh, no. JC said it's
No,
10.2.
47 Fahrenheit is 8 degrees
what's
Celsius.
wait, do you know when it comes to Halloween time, yeah, Nee?
Okay.
When it comes to Halloween time, what's the weather in Halloween time out there in America when it comes to
Chilly.
Halloween?
We're in there.
Cold.
Chilly.
Yeah?
Chilly like Ben.
Yeah, like us, we have rain and wind, really cold, wind and rain.
JC, 32 is not cold. 32 is not cold. 32 Fahrenheit is not cold. So
You said
if you think-
47 is cold. 47 is 8 degrees Celsius.
yeah, that's 8 degrees Celsius. 47. But I'm talking
Yeah.
about right now. That's 47 out there, and it's okay.
You said earlier it was cold.
Not super cold, Steven. I mean, it's chilly. I should say chilly, not cold. Chilly, like it's 47.
Chilly like Ben.
If you look, okay, let me say, if you're in Michigan, 47 is not cold. If you're in Michigan, 47 is not cold. You have to talk about 20 degrees, 25, or 15 before you can really say it's cold, because we're used to this weather. And when I used to work in the milk factory, and it's always 25, 30 degrees. Always 25, 30 degrees. And I barely wear anything thick that way. I wear just my tank top with my flax over, because you are sweating to the extent that you can't even feel the cold. You don't feel it. The only thing you're gonna feel is a knife, because you're wearing the mesh, metal mesh on your hands. So when you're cutting through, the mesh that have the contact with your hand, but your body doesn't feel the coldness because you are hot, sweating. That's 35 degrees in the meat factory. So 32 is not cold, JC. Below freezing point. Now, since JC said it's not over cold in Celsius, 0 is the freezing point. Of water, we have -1. Okay, -1 during.
Just quick,
during,
right?
Yeah.
So now, whilst we're not on international break, I have Chelsea who are starting to play well, yeah? Then during international break, I have England with Thomas Tuchel, an elite manager that I've seen win my club a Champions League trophy, and I know is an elite manager. I can enjoy football 24 like every week now. Like, bro, this is good. I've not had this for so long.
I hope teacher doesn't fail you because you got so much trust in this man. I hope it doesn't fail you.
Oh, you know what that means? Either Potter or Southgate will be going to Man United. It's well and truly on. It was always the likelihood, yeah. It was never going to be Tuchel. I've said this on our streams before. It was never going to be Tuchel. It was always going to be Southgate or Potter. Yeah? It was always going to be Southgate or Potter. Yeah. Now that Tuchel's going to England, it stops the BS rumors about him going to United, which means, ladies and gentlemen, United are going to get even more banterous than ever before. Because if they get Southgate, oh boy, we're feasting.
Negative tactics.
If Southgate, I've said this all along. I said this all along, Yenny. If I said to him, Southgate's just waiting for that job for Man United. He's waiting for the finger clicks to wait for Ten Hag to get sacked. There he is, straight at that job.
Mm-hmm.
Why
didn't he say taking a year off if United come running to you?
Do you know what? I said to my missus, right, if Southgate gets the Man United job, I'll be having a party. I'll be literally having a party, drinking party.
What if it was Graham Potter?
I could ban Man United so much here because they're in the mud now, they're in the table, and to get Southgate, look what they would be even more. Oh, it'd be so funny.
Guys, let me ask this: if you're a Liverpool fan and you really in love with Jurgen Klopp and all that stuff, and the reason for Klopp leaving Liverpool was because he has too much pressure on him and he wants to stay with the family. But don't you think it's a slap in the face for Klopp to get into a new role as an ambassador for Red Bull Salzburg?
No, it's all of them. It's the whole RB. It's Salzburg. It's Leipzig. It's whatever their one is in the US.
So now he's going to travel to is it Australia? He's going to travel to Germany. He's going to travel to America with all traveling. And the man said he was tired. He wants to spend time with the family. It's not even a year. He's already got himself into another job.
Yo, guys.
Slap in the face to
Thomas
Liverpool.
Tuchel signed for England. It's breaking news. Thomas Tuchel signed a contract to be England's manager.
All right, Dan.
Just to let you know, breaking news. Thomas Tuchel has done a signing agreement with England. He's now official England's manager.
Everyone's already said it. The Times said it. You had Romano saying it. You had Sky Sports saying it. Literally everyone's saying it. I'm just winding up a Spurs fan. I've sent a GIF for Southgate saying from this. And then I'm sending one of Thomas Tuchel was saying to this. Got to be done.
You said he signed it. Dan, which platform? This Sky Sports. I haven't seen anything from Sky Sports.
Yeah, on Sky Sports, babe. What's it saying there, babe?
Who said
breaking news?
It's everywhere. Even Romano saying he can be officially unveiled this week.
I know, but it hasn't been said it's officially done.
It is. It's literally just signing it. It's done.
So signs contract.
Signed contract. It's obviously signed contract.
News on Twitter. It's just come out on their Twitter. So if you hadn't seen it from Sky already, it's there now.
Yeah, I think I'm hearing now. Let me refresh my page on Sky.
Man United are in the mud. Man United are in the mud.
They were in the mud anyway.
Yeah, it's breaking news on Sky. And breaking news: Thomas Tuchel has agreed to become the next England manager. Has agreed to become, but he hasn't signed yet. He has agreed. That's what Sky Sports are saying. 21 seconds ago, has agreed.
No, yeah,
it's done. It's done. They literally got to sign the document. It's done. It's getting unveiled this week.
It's done, Nee. It's literally on now. It's literally
I'm
now
not disagreeing that
on
it's
Sky
not.
Sports saying it's been done.
There's a difference between has agreed and done.
It's a done
That
deal.
No,
The
he's
20 that was
agreed
20
it. He's just got to sign it. It's literally all there is.
Yeah.
I understand, but there's two things here. There's two things. Dunn said it is a breaking news they have signed. Thomas Tuchel is now. No, it says has agreed.
No, that's what it
That's what
says.
we all
No,
know. It
that's what it says.
it's
Thomas
something that
Tuchel
has
signed a
signed.
contract to be England's manager. That's what it says.
Well, William has agreed to join Tottenham Hotspur, but did he sign? There's two things there.
But he could have signed for Tottenham, but he
Well, you
rejected
say
it sooner
people
or later.
could have signed for England, but he hasn't signed yet. Let's wait until he signs. That's not rational.
He's getting unveiled this week, apparently.
Yeah, he is. Stevie, you know all this. You know all this. Steven
No,
knows all this.
everyone's saying
I
it.
can't.
The Times reported it as an
I can't say it 'cause
exclusive.
it's
Romano's saying it as well. Everyone's literally
It's
saying it.
copyrighted. You
Even
can't
Matt was
show him
saying
that
it.
copyright. It's been agreed. Thomas Tuchel has signed a contract to be England's manager.
When? Where is it?
Sky Sports.
Where?
Yeah,
Oh,
Sky
God, thanks.
Sports app. I've just got the app. It says that signed still.
No.
Sign Thomas Tuchel. Breaking news. Breaking news. Thomas Tuchel has signed contract to be England's manager. So it's been a
Okay.
done deal.
I'm watching the same thing you're watching, but there's scoring tests. The scoring test, I wasn't seeing the scoring test. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Nee. No matter
Yeah.
what, it's once he says to sign contract for England, it's a done deal. It's done. It's signed.
Yeah, you said sign. What I was reading was not a sign. What I was reading said has agreed. That's why I'm arguing on that.
Yeah, no. The thing is, it's been agreed, but they're just doing the terms now. They're just being the terms of
Yeah.
what's his contract could be. So it could be England's 3 year. Is it going to be a 3 year contract?
Well,
Or
let's
is it gonna be-
celebrate it. Let's celebrate this. I mean, it's a good thing. Let's celebrate it. Let's celebrate it. Good job.
Yes, we got a good manager for England. Woo, 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 woo.
Finally,
One of
England
my
have
friends
signed.
just said that it's being reported that the conference is tomorrow.
Okay. Alpha said, big up to the chat and everyone in there. Big up to you, Alpha. It says, Watkins, Thomas, Tuchel. Is it Bill? What the hell? Is it English? Alpha. What? My mouse is not moving. What the hell? What the- No shit. Uh-oh. What's going on here?
Can I ask, Nick? Can I ask quickly, Stephen? You, is it coming home? Is it coming home now? Is it coming home now? Now we've got Thomas
My
Tuchel.
screen is frozen, so I can't.
Dan's trying to get me to jinx it. I am not jinxing nothing, brother. Nothing.
I'm gonna read a comment from me instead of over here. I can't. That screen is frozen, so I can't do anything there. Alpha said, "What king is it? What is it? What king?
I don't know. You've not got it on the screen, so I can't help you. I don't know where you are.
Biel. Is that English? Look at Alpha's comment. The third one.
Have they put something in German? Is that what they've done?
Yeah, I think so. See, I think it's in Germany. I was like, what is that?
Hang on. Google Translate.
And then this one says, "Hi, says hit that like button, people. Hit that like button." JC said, "Hit." When JC said, "Do it, guys, you gotta do it." That's the man of power. JC said, "Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done it." JC is the man of power. So when he say it, you guys all have to do it. Suma Thomas Tuchel, super Thomas Tuchel. Tuchel in the building. Thomas Tuchel have signed for the Three Lions. He's going to be in charge for 3 years. Yes, I'm giving him 3 years contract. How long do you think they're going to give him?
Where it says welcome, where it says welcome in German means welcome.
What came? So super Tommy Tuchel. That's how Alpha calling him. Super. Alpha, can you give, if you're typing there, if you're watching, can you tell us what you make of the incoming English manager Thomas Tuchel? Do you think he's gonna make anything different compared to what they've done in the past? Alpha said Thomas Tuchel can be officially unveiled as new English head coach already this week. Contract is being prepared as we speak. Fabrizio Romano.
I think that was from like 20 minutes ago, which means it is possible that it's already been signed.
Yeah, Steven said it. So big up to you, Steven. Spot on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Nick. It's possibly been signed already. It's the sign. It's already been signed. It's already been signed, but they're just agreeing the structure of how many years he's going to be English manager for.
How do you sign something that you don't know how long, the structure of the deal? How do you do that?
No, they would have done that. They would have. They'll
No.
have it
I
all
know.
agreed.
From what Dan is saying, and I'm asking Dan, I'm questioning Dan. How do you sign a document if you don't know what the document pertains? What's in the document? Dan was telling me he's already signed. They're just looking into the structure, how long, and what he has to do, and all those nitty.
Well, so Nick, Nick.
They would have drafted it up. That's what's happening.
So Nick, let me give you a priority. All right, let me give you a priority. Yeah. Say you like a instructor bank officer. Yeah, you worked in the office, right? Mm-hmm. And you looked up for another job where it had all the policies, like all the policies, and you had to have a signed agreement on a piece of paper, and the stuff what it said on there, right? The stuff what it says on there, to say you got to sign this. That's been agreed. But the next minute, it says you got a 1 year deal. But then you say I don't want a 1 year deal unless you wanted, like, say you said I would like to have a 3 or 4 year 4 year deal at work, and they say no. But then in the next minute, one of the others comes and says, well, you can have a 3 year deal. If you want a 3 year deal at this job, you're going to sign another document, ain't you? You're going to sign another document because you want to. Because when you sign paper, documents on papers, sometimes, have a thing that when you get a new job, it will say you have a 1 year deal to be worked with, but you don't want that.
I understand what you're saying, but my question is, how do you sign the document that you don't know what the document is all about? Because he told me, you just said that he has signed it, but he's not going through the details of what is involved in the document. That's what I was saying.
But Nee, what I'm trying to say to you, the document, they've originally faxed a document over to the agency to say this is what's what, and it's up to Tuchel if he wants to take the job or not. And because he knew the documents already, so what he's done, he's agreed to it. That's why he's gone there now to sign a contract. But it depends how many years he wants to stay for England to be for the manager. He could say, I want to stay for 2 years.
Dan, what you say don't make
for
sense.
The agreement.
It don't make sense to me. No one
it does make sense.
Without knowing the details pertaining to the document, without signing. I'm sure he's gone through it already, and that is why he signed it. No one signed the document without reading it. So he knows how long he's going to be there. He knows what it's involved, bonuses, how much he's going to make a year being in the national team, and all that stuff before he signed that document. You get what I'm saying, Dan? But no,
I do. I remember you try. I know. I understand what you're saying, but I'm trying to say to you, the documents. He already knew the documents when he was signing for England anyway, because they would have sent them the documents over to his agency, and he would have read them there and there. To when he chose to. That's why he rejected Man United to choose for the England job, and now he's going to be the English manager, and I'm going to love it now because all the Man United fans hold that. Because you know why I say hold that, Nee? These all say, oh, we're getting Thomas Tuchel at Man United, and the next minute, since now he's rejected them to join to be England manager, they're all getting salted, saying he's a crap manager. We'll see what he does that for England now. We'll see if he wins the Euro for us. We'll see if he wins the national wide. Because the national wide, that's easy to win anyway. We should win that. But then there's tough teams in it. But the thing is, we'll see if he wins the Euros and seems to win the World Cup. Because Thomas Tuchel is one of them managers that wins things. And now he's got a good England squad that he'll pick for the Euros. And but But I'm just looking. I'm looking forward to the formation. What formation he's going to start picking for the England squad now? Is it going to be 3 at the back? Is it going to be 4?
All right, we'll see
So
that. Let me read this real quick. Coming from Alpha, thank you very much, Alpha. This wonderful insight of Thomas Tuchel. He said Thomas Tuchel's success is winning the Championship league with Chelsea, demonstrate his capability and manage in knockout format. Potentially beneficial for England's performance in World Cup and Europe. Alpha said Tuchel knows for his ability to motivate players, which is crucial for national teams where players come together for a shorter, intense period. Tuchel is renowned for his tactical flexibility and has shown success in adapting teams to various challenges, which could be beneficial in international tournaments where quick adaptation is key. Steven said, "My gaffer." Big up to you, Steven G.
Expected
Can- can-
confirmation next 24 hours.
Okay, from England, right?
can you remember the Tuchel song, Nee?
Got Super Thomas Tuchel, Thiago back
We
team.
got Thomas Tuchel.
I don't know
We
that.
got what
I'm not
he
in
needs. Counter attack.
Huh? What,
I'm not in England, so I don't hear all the songs.
The Chelsea
You get what
used to sing in the Chelsea song. We got Thomas when he was at Chelsea. That's what we used to sing. We got Thomas Tuchel.
When we sit over here and watch TV, we don't hear all those chanting, all the songs that you guys sing. We hear the commentary.
Okay.
We don't hear. All we hear is the noise, like whoo and all that kind of stuff. Boo! If they're booing the player, we hear those, but we can't figure out the exact song that the fans are singing because it's not the whole entire stadium that is singing it. It's a portion of Chelsea fans that have grouped themselves in one corner singing those songs. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
So
I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it doesn't come to the microphone. Expected confirmation in the next 24 hours, reported by Steven. Guys, we're gonna drop off here. Steven. Steven doesn't look like he's tired today.
Huh?
You don't look tired today.
Yeah, so.
I wake him up today to join the stream, and he looks more lively. But anyway, Dan, thank you very much for joining. Let me know if you're free so I can let you join on time, not when the stream is about to end, Danny. Because I was about to end the stream before you joined. I gave myself a few time to, hear from you and your thoughts and everything. Thank you very much, Alpha. I can't highlight the screen because this screen is frozen. So I have other screens on, but this one I can. That's the main screen that I control everything on. I can't even switch. You can tell. I don't know if I'm still moving. Am I moving?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. But the screen said it's all frozen. Let me take a picture of it so he knows what I'm talking about.
There's two boxing promoters, Calais and Nis Sauerland, or however you pronounce it, yeah?
Yeah.
So they're two boxing promoters, and their official account just put World Cup finally heading home with a little help from our old friends because he's German.
Yeah, Thomas Tuchel will do it. All right, I'll say, guys, thank you very much for being here on the show today. As usual, my name is Nizam, my co-host Stephen G, with my brother Chelsea Dan himself, the man in the building. Chelsea Dan, thank you very much for joining us here, and the crew, Alpha, King Soul JC, the man himself, JC, and I want to love you forever. And I can't remember everyone. Let me go through here. Probably I can go through Stephen G. Stephen G in the building. J Money, big up to you, J Money, for joining us. King Soul, like I said, I want to love you forever. She's not here, but yeah, I hope she's doing well. And Nick Fadley, thank you very much. Then Manchester is red. Mas also, yeah, Nick. Mas also was on. Code Inside was also on. Thank you very much for being on the show today. I always say Leo Desperados.
Hang on to hope.
Danny, Leo Desperados, Dan. Yeah.
Has he been kicked out? I think he's been kicked out.
No, he's there. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I
My
can only see
screen
us two.
Yeah, my screen is frozen, so I can't really tell if it's been kicked out or not. But yeah, I'll say thank you
I
very
can
much,
only see
everyone
us
that joined
two.
us here. Oh, so how do I do this? I can't end the stream either.
Uh-oh.
No. Yeah. I have to log on to no, I have to do something else here to be able to end the stream. I have to log on to another page. Get the StreamYard and then end the stream from there. Very annoying sometimes. All right, yeah, I'm in there. I'm in the studio. Get it in there. I'm gonna end the stream from there. Yep, working out. All right, I will see Neil the guys. I'm going to see you guys again sometime tomorrow. Bye for now.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the floor, feel the winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive.